Hello friends, my name is Tawfiq and you're watching my channel Graphics Den. So in this video in CorelDRAW, we are going to see an option called as perspective, which can be used for putting objects into perspective. So let us begin with a simple object or shape, a rectangle. You can fill it with any color. And now if I go to object menu and choose perspective option, and remember the perspective option gets activated once you select any object. If there is no object selected, for example I will click on the empty area, then that option will be not visible or it will be inactive. So as I select any object, it will get activated like this. So let us click on that option, add perspective. So basically we are changing our perspective of seeing the object or point of view. So we can choose any point of the object and we can change the perspective. And if you want to move any point in straight line, then you can simply press and hold the shift button and then move the anchor point, so it will move in a straight line like this. So let's say this is the perspective or point of view I want, because this is a basic thing. And now I can put, so this is like an blueprint, or this is like a example that we want to put other objects into. This is basically a guideline kind of a thing. So we want to put some text or any other object or image in this particular manner or point of view. So this is basically a guide. So you can put any object, like if I draw a circle, I will apply any color to it, and let's say I want to put it in a similar perspective. So this is basically my guide. You can directly use the perspective, add perspective option to this circle, but because of this perspective I can have an idea that how much perspective do I want. So this is basically my guide. So I can simply choose this option, the object, select the object and go to object menu and add perspective. Then I can simply match the anchor points of the two objects. So this will give us a perspective that we were looking for. So as you can see, because this is a circle, so you can understand now that we wanted a perspective similar to this object. So this object acted as a guide to us, so for our better understanding. If we apply it on a text, you will get a better idea. So let us say I'll type any text. So for example, I will type any letters and maybe change the font face to a bolder font. So this looks good. So I want to put these texts into this view or this perspective. So maybe I want to change it. Let's say I want to change it. You can simply change it by using the shape tool. So this will change your perspective. And remember, if you want to move the anchor points in straight line, then you can simply use the shift button, press and hold the shift button. And I will again change the color. Maybe let's say I'll change it to this color, and for beginning I'll change it to yellow so that it is visible, and we can change it later on as well. So I'll go to object and add perspective. Then I can simply match the anchor points like this. So the text will be in a perspective like this. And once your work is done, you can simply move the text and you can change the text color later on like this. And if you want to copy this thing, if you want to give an shadow to this, simply press and hold the control key or the command key. If you are using Mac, press and hold control key and simply left click and drag and right click. So you will get an reflection kind of a thing, and if you want you can change the color. Let's say if I want darker color, so like this. So you can simply use this particular option. We used actually two options. First we used perspective, and we used simply a trick to shadow it or to show the reflection. And if you don't want this overlap, simply click and control plus page down, so it will go behind the text or the layer like this. So this is basically what the perspective tool does. So let us say we will use it on a different shape. So let us create a mosquito coil that we have seen in the earlier video. So I will press and hold the control key if you want it in proportion, and I will increase the outline width maximum 36. I will change the color, and if you want, I want to convert it into object, so I will go to object and convert outline to object. So it will be converted into object. It is not necessary, but for my convenience I have changed it. And let's say if I want to put it in a different perspective, let's say this one, this perspective I want it. And remember, this is not necessary to create a shape. This is basically our guide, so that we will understand better that how our shape will going to look after we apply perspective to it. And we can simply apply perspective to any object directly, like this. We can apply it directly, not an issue. But this basically gives us a better idea, this shape. I hope you are following me what I'm trying to say. So I will decrease it, and I want to put this shape into perspective. Then I can simply use the same option, object, add perspective, and I'll match the points, anchor points like this. So as you can see, this has put it into a perspective, and now I can move this because I don't need this, because our work is done, and I can then convert it into a 3D shape using the extrude tool. Press and hold the shift and drag it. Now I want a parallel extrude, so I'll choose this one. This is a parallel, and I will choose this option. Like this, maybe a bit less. So this is basically the perspective that we were looking for. So this will help us creating a shape. And as I mentioned earlier, if you want to apply perspective directly, not an issue. You can simply, I will type something. You can simply use perspective directly on any object, not an issue, like this. Add perspective like this. So this is how it will look. And again, if I want a duplicate of this, press and hold control, click, so it will give us an reflection like this. So these are basically, and again lastly, if you want, I will show it to you on a photo or an image. So let us see, I will select any photo, let's say this one, and if I want to add perspective, simply go to object, again perspective, and you can add perspective like this, or if you want in a different direction, so like this as well. So what happens if you don't use any guide or a rectangle? Then it can get messier. Not necessarily. If you do it carefully, then it will be fine, but to be sure, you can use a rectangle as your guide. So like this, maybe a little less. So this is basically a perspective that we have created, and if you want I can control and put it like this. Now see, this is what happens. So this is not in a perpendicular, so I can also use guideline. So as you can see, this is not match it on a guideline. If I used it on a rectangle, it would have been better like this. So I'm just giving you an example, not necessary to create a reflection, but I'm just giving you an example that we can use it on any shape or object. So this is basically our add perspective option that we can use on any given shape or image for that matter, and you can create some really cool shapes, or you can apply some really cool effects or create some cool effects using this option. So I suggest that you try this option and do practice it and apply it on your design to make your designs a bit more interesting, attractive, appealing. So that's it for this video. I'll see you in the next one. Until then, bye bye and cheers.